Good afternoon, everybody. Colin here with Techout. Samsung has just finished up their S20 keynote unpacked event, and well, I want to talk about a couple of things about the S20, S20 Ultra, and the S20 Plus. The S20 line is all 5G capable, which is good. Now, the S20 and the S20 Plus are just going to be your standard 5G. And then your S20 Ultra supports millimeter wave. So depending on what carrier you're getting your device on, Verizon right now is really the only carrier that is taking advantage of the millimeter wave, but it is few and far between, and I mean very few and far between. Any other carrier, just a standard 5G device, you're not going to notice much difference right now. T-Mobile and the Sprint merger, though, is progressing very nicely, so once that goes through, we might see very, very big improvements on the T-Mobile side of 5G. AT&T, I'm not really sure. I haven't been following much of their 5G stuff, but I don't think it's very good. They have the 5GE, which is, well, 4G basically. It doesn't really do anything extra. So there's that. Right now, though, the pricing on the S20 lineup I think is kind of absurd. My Note 10 is a little dirty here. Kind of absurd, though. You can pick up a Note 10 Plus, depending on where you get it, for under $1,000 if you find one on sale. So right now I'm going to hold off. If you have an S10, S10 Plus, it may be worth it to see what they'll give you for trade-in. I know for this right here, I can do a trade-in for $700, and I can get an S20 Plus for around $500, or an S20 for about $399 to $499, depending on how I spec it out. So really don't think it's worth it to upgrade it price-wise if you're not going to be doing a trade-in, or if you have a device where you're not going to get very much for a trade-in. You may hold off. If you're a Note user, I would again hold off until the next Note series comes out, because Samsung does do very good trade-ins on their phones. So I wouldn't hop to the S20 just quite yet. I would wait to see what the Note has to offer, which is probably what I'm going to do. The S line, just the Galaxy S line, hasn't been interesting me very much. We also have the iPhone right here, which is the device I'm daily driving right now. Again, price-wise, I feel like these are better value. If you get this on sale, you're getting the S Pen and all that kind of stuff. So I'll put up the pricing on the screen here for the Galaxy S20 and all the different specs and stuff. Not the specs, but all the different prices for the different models and stuff like that. It ranges from, I think, $999 all the way up to $1,400 for the Ultra. But I'll put that again up on the screen here so you guys can see that and see what I'm talking about. The prices have increased drastically from the S10 to the S20 lineup. The Z Flip was also released. That's going to be another video if I make one about that. It's actually $20 cheaper than the S20 Ultra. So there's that, but it's still kind of one of those first-gen kind of phones. They are supposed to be using thin glass on it, so I'm kind of interested to see how that holds up with things like stuff touching the screen, stuff in your pocket, and like fingernails on the screen, because that's all stuff that would scratch the Galaxy Fold. If you pressed in too hard with it, or pressed hard on it with your nail, you would leave a permanent like groove in the screen. Just not worth it on a device that costs that much. So we'll have to see how the Z Flip holds up and see if it's worth that price tag or not. If the durability on it is okay, I may consider trading in my Note for that, because I do like the form factor. I do like being able to fold the phone, throw it in my pocket, and unfold it and have, a full-size smartphone. I think that's pretty cool. I'm just waiting on the durability to get a little bit better with those as time progresses. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day.